Hello, friends. Welcome back to Compassion Camp, where we learn how God invites us to be loved, be kind, be you. I'm Pastor Stephanie from St. Andrew Lutheran Church in Bristol, and it's so good to be with you on this fourth day of camp, where we gather in this online space together. I wanted to start us off with a little game. I have some questions for you, and I'd like you to say the first thing that comes to mind when I ask you, all right? So, are you ready? Who is always there for Minnie Mouse? Maybe Mickey, maybe Daisy? Who is always there for Queen Elsa? Anna? Who's always there for Harry Potter? Ron or Hermione? Who's always there for Captain Underpants? George or Harold, maybe? When you think about people in danger, who's always there for people in danger? Police or firefighters, EMTs? Who's always there for people when you're sick? Maybe a doctor, a nurse, a mom or dad? Maybe those seem pretty easy, but I'm wondering, what does that mean when we say we're always there for someone? Does it mean you're literally there, stuck to them by their side all the time? What does it mean you'll be there for someone when they're sick? Or for the poor? What does it mean to be there for your family? For yourself? Another way of saying this means to be present with someone. If I want to be present with a friend, that means I'll listen to them when they need me to. I'll wait for them when they're needing someone to wait for them. I'll try and support them and help them as best I can. Today, we are present with one another. So just take a minute and be present with me. Whether we are together or apart, God is always with us. We can be present with each other in many ways too, and we're going to talk about that today. That is our theme for today. Compassion helps us be present with each other. Say that with me. Compassion helps us be present with each other. We're going to sing a song together now.
Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Let's sing together. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to the Spirit say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen
In the story we'll hear today, we will encounter 3 women who figured out how to be present with each other, how to be there for one another in their hurt. So as we prepare to learn more about being present with each other, let's begin with a compassion prayer. Place one hand on your head, how we think about things, one hand on your heart. Because when we have compassion, it happens both in our brains, how we think about things, but then we feel it in our heart. Repeat after me. Loving Spirit, you are active and alive. Always moving and stirring within and around us. Be an encouraging wind at our side, at our backs. Give us open minds and soft hearts to follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment. That we might embrace compassion by letting go of what we expect. Amen. I am super excited to welcome the Colite family to tell our story about Ruth and Naomi and Orpah and how they were friends. We'll see how these friends teach us compassion helps us be present with each other.
Hi, welcome to Compassion Camp.
Be loved. Be kind. Be you.
We are going to tell you a story from the book of Ruth found in the Bible. This story has some sadness and some tough choices in it. It also has love and compassion. When we show our compassion for others, we connect to others with their feelings, and we can help support them in their feelings. In Judah, there was once a man named Elimelech who worried about his family and how would they survive the famine. A famine is a time when there's no food and no water to be found. Not an easy way to live. He took his wife Naomi and their 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, to the country of Moab. They settled there, and they made a life among the people there. Soon their sons married 2 women named Orpah and Ruth. But sadly, Naomi's husband passed away, and then even her 2 sons died. Naomi was missing her family and wanted to go back home, so she began the long journey back to Judah. As was the custom for daughters by law, Orpah and Ruth followed her. But Naomi insisted they stay in Moab. Go back to your family. May the Lord deal kindly with you, as you have dealt with your husbands and me. Peace be with you. Then Naomi hugged them, and they cried together. But Orpah and Ruth were determined to follow her. Naomi tried to persuade them. I do not want to ruin your chance at marriage and having your own families. If you stay with me, you will have nothing, because I cannot give you anything. I have lost everything, and my heart is so bitter. They all cried together once again. Orpah decided to go back, but Ruth clung to Naomi even more. Naomi said to Ruth, "Don't stay with me. Go back with Orpah." But Ruth opened to her, "Do not make me leave. Where you go, I will go. Where you make your home, I will make my home. Your people, my people. Your God, my God. And where you die and are buried, I will be buried with you too. I will be your family." When Naomi saw that she couldn't change Ruth's mind, her heart softened, and she accepted Ruth, and they traveled to Judea together.
Mom.
Ruth lovingly took care of Naomi, and she became like a daughter to her. Well, that's the end of the story, but it leaves us with many things to think about. Sometimes it's hard to know what direction to take. But if we are present to the experiences of those around us, we can trust God's Spirit to show us the compassionate way. Naomi showed compassion to Ruth and Orpah by encouraging them to return to their families. Ruth showed compassion to Naomi by going with her. Orpah showed compassion by supporting Ruth's decision and making the choice that was best for her. All gave compassion in their own way, showing us there are many ways to follow the Spirit's leading to love and care. So tonight, you have your Along the Way. As you color and cut out this page, you can remember that compassion helps us to be present with each other.
Well done, Colite family. I knew you had a dramatic flair, and it's such a great story about these friends and how they were there for each other. I hope all of you had fun coloring your mural piece for today, and I can't wait to see how they all fit together and come together. I hope you're feeling ready for some hands-on craft time.
Hello friends, and welcome back for Craft Day 4. One of the ways we are present with one another is by listening carefully. I'm going to read you something and you are going to listen for details. If you are fully present with my story, I wonder how many details you can remember. We are going to show our excellent listening skills by drawing what we hear. I had a long day today. I was eating breakfast this morning at my breakfast table when my dad came in and said that we would be leaving in 15 minutes to run some errands. I did not want to go. I wanted to sit at the table, finish my cereal, and play with my pet lizard, Vanessa. I felt frustrated, but I got into the car with my dad and we made our first stop at the grocery store to pick up some toilet paper, another box of my favorite cereal, and coffee for my dad. I asked for an apple, and my dad said yes. Then we put our groceries in the car and headed to the post office. Sometimes the post office is fun because I get to pick out the stamps. But today there was a long line and I did not want to be there. My dad said it was very important. He held 2 boxes and an envelope while we waited in line. I felt compassion for him, so I offered to hold something. He gave me the smaller box and said thank you. Then we had to go to the dentist. My dad needed a cleaning, so I had to sit next to him and wait. I read a magazine about lizards and ate my apple. The dentist said that apples are good for your teeth. Finally, my dad said, "Thank you for being present with me today. I have a question. Where would you like to go?" I was so excited. I knew exactly where I wanted to go. There is a park by my house that has an excellent climbing tree. Dad took me to the park so I could climb the tree and play for a while. He even climbed up in the tree with me. It was a long day, but I'm glad that we spent it together. The end. I would love to see what you drew. What did you notice about my story? What was the most interesting part? Did you ever get tired of listening? Did it help you to draw out the details? If I tested your memory about my story, would you be able to answer my questions? When we listen to each other carefully, we can remember details and make connections. I have one more question for you. In this story, who is being present? The dad, the child, or both? Why do you think so? Thank you for joining us.
Enough sitting around. Get ready to move. My friend Logan has put together a great scavenger hunt for you. I'll let him tell you all about it.
Hey, I'm Logan, and today we're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. Are you ready? Great. Today, we're going to find a stop sign, a fire hydrant, a white car, telephone pole, and basketball hoop. You can find this list at our Facebook page. Let's go find them. Hey, look it. It's one of our scavenger items. A stop sign. Can you find a stop sign anywhere? It's right there. Good job.
Face to face, so far away. God is present among us. Listen to your family say, I am here with you. As close as you.
Our next item is a fire hydrant. Can you find a fire hydrant anywhere? It's right there. Good job. Can you find a fire hydrant at home?
Face to face, so far away. God is present among us. Listen to the Spirit say, I am here.
Hey, look, another stop sign. That's 2 stop signs that we found today.
Is present among us. Listen to.
Hey, look what I found. A big blue truck. Do you have one of these in your neighborhood? Probably not. Our next item is a white car. Can you find a white car anywhere? It's right there. Good job. Can you find a white car in your neighborhood?
Face to face, so far away.
Hey, our next item is a telephone pole. Can you find a telephone pole anywhere? Great job! It's right there. Can you find a telephone pole in your neighborhood? I've been looking for a basketball hoop all this time, and I can't seem to find one. Can you help me? Where is it? Where's the basketball hoop? Can you find a basketball hoop? Thanks! There's a basketball hoop. Do you have a basketball hoop at your house? Hey, thanks for coming to my scavenger hunt. See you next time.
Phew, that was fun. Did you have a good time? How many things did you find? Did you get them all? Did your parents help you? I hope you had fun with Logan. Compassion helps us be present with each other with our compassion project for this day 4.
We can do no great things, only small things with great love. Mother Teresa. No one has ever become poor by giving. Anne Frank. Just keep swimming. Dory. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Dr. Seuss. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Eleanor Roosevelt. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. If my mind can conceive it, if my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. Muhammad Ali. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Malcolm X. Education is a key to unlocking the world, a passport to freedom. Oprah Winfrey.
As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you.
That's a wrap, my friends. The end of day 4 for Compassion Camp, where we learn how God invites us to be loved, be kind, be you. What was today's point? Do you remember? Compassion helps us be present with each other. We've learned a lot about compassion these past 4 days. This is compassion. I see your hurt. I feel your hurt with you. I help to ease your hurt. On day 1, we learned compassion helps us see and welcome each other. Day 2, we learned compassion helps us be brave. Day 3, we learned compassion helps us love and care for ourselves. And today we learned compassion helps us be present with each other. We heard that story about Ruth and Orpah and Naomi. And when Naomi's husband died and her sons, and Ruth and Orpah lost their husbands as well, they each had to decide what they were going to do next, whether they were going to stay or go. They had to choose the best direction for themselves. But they showed compassion to one another. They each received compassion. Naomi showed compassion to Ruth and Orpah because she said, whatever you need to do for the best for your lives, go ahead. You can return to your families. Ruth showed compassion to Naomi by choosing to stay with her when she was all alone. Orpah showed compassion by returning to her family to help them. Compassion goes both ways, and everyone had hard decisions to make, but they could make the best decision they could because they showed one another compassion. We've thought about together what it means to be there for someone. We've thought about how these characters, Ruth and Naomi and Orpah, showed compassion for one another. I wonder how you have shown compassion, how you have been present for a friend, for a grown-up you know, for your brother or sister. We can show compassion. We can be present for one another because we are filled with God's love and God promises to always be with us. We're going to sing our song Face to Face one more day, our Day 4 song. I invite you to join along with our ukulele playing friend.
Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Let's sing together. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to the Spirit say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your family say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your community say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your neighbor say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you.
Ruth, Orpah, and Naomi have shown us what we've learned so far about compassion, seeing one another, being brave, trusting and listening to your heart. They show us what compassion looks like when we meet people, when we're present with the people that we meet in our journey on life. When I'm open and present with someone, I listen to them. Not just kind of listen or shake my head and nod, but I pay attention to what they're saying and how they feel about it. And then I ask how I can support them best, not tell them what I can do for them. When we show up for people like this, we give compassion. And when people show up for us like this, we receive compassion. These three women received compassion in a difficult situation, and they show us how we too can share and give compassion. We're going to close today as we began. I'm going to offer that prayer again. That's an echo prayer. Repeat after me. I'm going to invite you, I have papers. I'm going to invite you to place one hand on your head and one hand on your heart, because we learn about compassion in our brains as we think about what other people are going through, and we feel compassion in our hearts as we care about people. So repeat after me. Loving Spirit, you are active and alive. Always moving and stirring within and around us. Be an encouraging wind at our side, at our backs. Give us open minds and soft hearts. to follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment. That we might embrace compassion by letting go of what we expect. Amen. It's been so good to be with you today on this day 4 of Compassion Camp. Before we say goodbye for the night, I just want to say, included in the information you got today, there was a prayer coloring page. And you might color that and pray as you think about the words and patterns there. There's also a daily examine card that you might do as a family that asks questions about how your day was and has a simple prayer together. Regardless, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our final day of this virtual VBS Compassion Camp, and you'll have a great time with Pastor Joanna. Have a great day.